Good Monday, Valentine's Day, day of love. Hey, just go out today with a smile. That's probably the best sign that you can give to anybody you cross, a big smile. And it lets people know that you are safe and wish them much love. Wish them much love. Today, is a special day when we have relationships and family. It just express how much you care for somebody. That's love. And when you care for somebody, that's a place of love. So today is Valentine's Day. I'm so grateful for this day in many, many ways. But today is, I guess, is a special day. A lot of you may have plans and gifts and dinners and wine and chocolate and cards and flowers out there. But the greatest gift that you can give is let somebody know how grateful you are for having them in your life. That's the greatest gift that you give. Express it. Express it. So, G Force. G is for gratitude. I believe gratitude just powers our fullest potential. When you have a space of gratitude, many times we take a look at it just on the surface. But when you really study the power of gratitude, I call it the mortar between the bricks of life. When things are not going well, things are tough. Even today on Valentine's Day, it's a tough time for a lot of people. Maybe they have lost a loved one, have been hurt by a loved one, and it's hard for people on Valentine's Day for a lot of people. Just be aware of that out there and just put a smile on your face. And when you encounter it, let them know how much you care about them through gratitude, whether it be a casual encounter or more in depth encounter. Make it a point to let people know how much they mean to you or other people's lives and express it. So, gratitude. But before we get in, last week we had a great interview with Bob Berg, the Go Giver. And that was just packed full of wisdom and insight and clarity. I encourage you to go back and check that out on YouTube or my Facebook. And if you missed that interview with Bob Berg, he talks about the giving, uh, in such a profound way. But today I'm getting back into Bob Proctor's book, The ABCs of Success. The ABCs of Success. But before I dive into that, I want to make a couple announcements here about tonight. Tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern, Mark Gasser and I, on Elevate Your Profits, we have a very special lady coming in, Barbara Jacquem Lassard, Blessings by Barb. So in her interview tonight, she's going to share her story. It's phenomenal. We're going to be talking a little bit also about why do you have multiple businesses or multiple streams of income? Because Elevate Your Profit is about helping people improve their station in life with businesses or side businesses. A lot of people call them side hustles, but I just call them side businesses to give you financial stability and offset these crazy times that are going on. You got to have a plan B economically, as well as what happens to your job if the economy takes it away from you. So that's the whole purpose of Elevate Your Profit. So Barbara Lassard is coming in tonight. Turn on your notifications, 6 p.m. Eastern time, Elevate Your Profits. But today, I always like to ask this question before we get in. What fuels your day? What is it that when you wake up in the morning, the first place you go, what gives you that energy? What fuels your day? I believe if you go from start that day with a place of gratitude, everything is set in stages for having a productive, fluid day. Start your day out with gratitude. Be grateful. But today we're going to be talking out of this book, just a very short chapter. Ambition. Ambition. And and I'll just read this. Big results require big ambitions. Big ambitions. Aim high, behave honorably, prepare to be alone at times, and endure failure. Persist. The world needs all you can give. To strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. Alfred Lord Tennyson. Pretty profound words. I always liked what Bob Proctor always talked about. You study the words in relationship to your purpose, your why, who you are. Ambition. I'm going to start out with this is something, ambition. We're all striving for achievement. From the time we are born, we are trying to improve. Maybe when we're a little tiny baby, we don't have a cognitive essence, but we are striving from an internal place to get better, to grow, to expand, to learn. So ambition, a lot of times people talk about ambition and some people have a real negative idea about ambition. See, you're a natural. You have gifts and wisdom and all the resources to share and give in this world. But you got to believe that. You're a natural. See, it's not our nature. We don't have goals to achieve. It's our nature to achieve. And that's a clarity from Glenn Morshower. It's within us. It's our nature. And you are a natural. And I'll read this. Do you ever think of yourself as a natural goal achiever? If you don't, you should, because you are a natural goal achiever. The moment from our first breath, we're pursuing goals. We're pursuing goals. See, we're innately programmed to improve our quality of our life. Not just when we're babies, it's innately within us to improve and achieve more in our lives. So if you don't believe you're ambitious, rethink your life. Rethink your life. When we're young and babies, we have some goals to suckle, get our meal. And as to eat, we're seeking that. That's part of achieving. That's part of our natural goal. How about those early first goals you may have? To crawl, to talk, or to walk. Now, you weren't consciously thinking about those things as a as an infant and a young child, those the cognitive, intellectual uh, capacities develop, but it's innately to learn to crawl so you can learn to walk, and you're going to fall, and you're going to get up through the failures, and you're going to continue. That's an innate principle within each and every one of us. And if we can stay tapped into that innate power, and we can take that in the form of ambition and achievement and use that same willpower that we had when we were a child, we can conquer anything in front of us. A child does not have I can't. They just get up and try again. They fall down, they get up again. Yeah, they may cry, they may get a little frustrated, they may get a bruise on their elbow, scuff their knee, but they don't quit. Just look at a child, they don't quit. And as we grow, why do we quit? Why do we lose that ambition, that desire? A lot of things happen in our lives. See, when we have objectives, goals, achievements, look what it does. Think about how we felt when we had a big goal that we had as a child, and maybe learning how to um, play baseball, basketball, paint, play an instrument, and you achieved it and you made movement. How did you feel? How did you feel? And when you recognize those feelings are the driving force for achievement, keep doing it over and over again. And you will accomplish more and do greater things. Go back to the way as a child. And many times people think, well, that's a corny thing. I'm no longer a child. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And when you understand the power of a child, that mentality, that natural, innate power that you have. But see, as we go through life, we've been conditioned, like Bob Berg says, our culture is not designed for you to achieve outside of the natural achievements that we were going after, learn to walk and talk and all those things. But when you recognize your fullest potential, be an achiever. Ambition. Ambition. Many times people think of that as a negative, but ambition, we all have it. See, unfortunately, many of us were told in early stages of life, be satisfied where you're at. I remember my parents, they grew up in the Depression era. That was their mentality. Their family never had wealth, never had financial success in any significant way. And they figured that was the way it's supposed to be for them. That somebody else that was achieving more, they're different, positively or negatively. See, we should never be satisfied in relationships. Today being Valentine's Day, many of you have wonderful, beautiful relationship, but there's also negatives in every relationship. You're striving to make it better. You're never satisfied, even in your relationships, no matter how positive it is. I'm always trying to do a bit more and be more conscious to serve and give to my love of my life. What am I doing today? Not just on Valentine's Day. What am I doing today to give her what she needs? We strive to be happy. I actually believe, we're taking a little deeper off the subject here, I think we're really striving to understand joy. See, joy is a permanent state of being. Happiness can come and go. It's fleeting sometimes. But joy is what we're really seeking. And see, dissatisfaction is innately important to really understand, because it creates the creative state. It When you're dissatisfied, you may not know how to make something better or achieve more, and it turns on that creative internal genius that you have to get unstuck, to get out of your own way. See, dissatisfactions, when we look at people achieving in relationships and business, whatever it is, dissatisfaction gives you and them a lifestyle that is the envy of the world. Achieving. Achieving. I talked to a young man today and his journey and his story, and he's going to probably be coming on one of my programs. Talked about his struggles in life and drug addiction, but he knew that he wanted to achieve more than that. And that's what got him out of that crazy, crazy place. And it's when I say dissatisfaction, that's a negative. Develop a healthy dissatisfaction with your life. Take a look at what do you want to do better in life at? What do you want to do better at? Set new goals, set new objectives. Big, exciting things that we're going to challenge you so you can go to your creative genius, and then set out, take action to achieve them with the same enthusiasm you knew and used as a baby. Going back to being childlike, that enthusiasm. There is no can't, I can do. They're excited to fall down and get up. They're excited. Become that child again. And when we stay excited and enthused, that's called living. And everything else is dying. So we'll close with that today. That's just a very short lesson in ambition. You're a natural. It's your nature to achieve. It's your nature to grow. It's your nature to get better. And when you embrace that, like a child doesn't think about, oh gosh, I'm going to fall and hurt my arm or they just get up and do it again. Don't be dissatisfied. And again, I'm going to read Alfred Lord Tennyson. Big results require big ambitions. Aim high. Behave honorably. Prepare to be alone at times and endure failure. Persist. The world needs you. all that you can give. The world needs us. Our relationships need us to achieve. The world needs us to get better. And as we improve, the world around us gets better as well. To strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. You know, I'm going to go back to this. Prepare to be alone at times. For you to really get clear to what you want to achieve, sometimes you have to go in a place of stillness, quietness, be still and know, to really find out that gift, that genius, the things that you really want to achieve and get better at. Can't do it in a world of clutter and noise and chatter, the TV playing and the record player. Now I'm going to date myself. The music playing. Learn to shut those things out and reflect. With that all said, gratitude. Gratitude. But tonight, announcements again, real quick. Elevate Your Profits. Barbara Lassard is coming in. Blessings by Barb. So turn on your notifications, 6 p.m. This evening. Mark Gassett and I. And I always want to close out this. Another one of my mentors here in the Milwaukee area, Chuck Harris, is every time I met with Chuck, we always had, some fun conversations. Sometimes the conversations were in depth, purposeful, trying to solve a problem. But he always ended our conversation with this. What is the one thing you can do today? What's the one thing you can do today to become an achiever, more ambitious? What's the one thing? And I would say this: recognize you want to get back to that childlike state. Be excited, be enthused. A child does not have, I cannot do it. It's only as we start developing and the world tells us we can't, and then we suddenly believe we can't. There's nothing you can't do within the laws of the universe. Nothing. So with that all said, everybody have a great day. It is with gratitude. And I'm going to close out with our corporate sponsor, ASEA. To learn more about ASEA, there is our corporate sponsor information. This allows me to do what I do and many other things I do. ASEA. So we are now going to sign out. Everybody have a blessed day. God bless. With love. Today is Valentine's. Make every day a day of love. Put a smile on your face. Let other people know how much they mean to you. Be grateful. That is love. Being grateful is a sign of love. With that all said, everybody have a great day.